Mr Speaker, can I join colleagues in welcoming the new Justice Secretary and her team to their new roles? The government has created the toxic conditions for the record levels of violence, drug fines and deaths across the prison system by reducing the number of prison officers by a third. Yet the former prison minister spent much of his time at the dispatch box this year telling me quite proudly about his department's successful recruitment drive. The Justice Secretary didn't seem to have the figures with her earlier when she answered a question from my friend, the member from Darlington, so I'll help her out. Can she explain why we have 421 fewer full-time equivalent frontline prison officers working in our public prisons than we did a year ago?
I fully acknowledge that we do have issues with violence and safety in our prison. I think the levels are unacceptable. I'm determined to deal with this issue and I'll be laying out my plans very shortly.
Since the government's probation privatisation, concerns have repeatedly been raised about the quality of pre-sentence reports for the courts as a result of arbitrary targets set. The Probation Inspectorate has described this month as a persistent problem, leading to inappropriate sentences being handed down. Vital safeguarding checks, such as domestic violence checks with police and child protection checks with children's services, are not taking place prior to sentencing. Will the Justice Secretary today commit to an urgent review so that the public, probation professionals and sentencers can have confidence that when convicted criminals are sentenced, those deciding them have all the necessary safeguarding evidence available?
Well, our probation services do absolutely vital work, and the Minister responsible for prisons and probation is looking very closely at this issue. But I would point out that those now on shorter sentences get much more support thanks to our new probation contracts.
Topical questions must be brief.